and also Ben and now Billy. You know, this show, much like The Simpsons, is so good at populating what seems to be background characters, and then begins filling them in deeper and deeper and deeper, to the point where Red Egg and Jim are now in the opening credits. Yeah.
I still check it every week. That can be over next Thursday.
For the first episode of Red Egg and Jim were in the opening credits, we made a little announcement at the read-through. We were like, here's the new opening credits, and our producer, Morgan Saget, who treats Jim like he's Jerry, decided to, they play the opening credits, and it gets and Radda's picture comes up, and then when Jim's name come up, it was just like a box with a question mark in it. It said like, photo not available. It's like his own show's read-through. Can't let that.
The idea was to have Jerry married to Christy Brinkley.
That was mine. When the writers figured out Jerry at the time, Jerry, it was like, oh, we gotta use a punching bag. So we're gonna punch him over and over again.
But he has the guy that, and you've seen him once, that
Kyle,
Kyle, he yells at. So Jerry has his own Jerry.
There's one guy lower on the total.
Yeah, but Kyle.
When we started writing a million jokes about how Jerry would fart and trip and whatever, I was like, the only way we do this is if we find out that he secretly has the best life of any of them. And so we were like, I was like, he should be married to Christy Brinkley. He should have 3 adult daughters who are like his 3 daughters are 3 of the most beautiful women in the world. Yeah. And he should have a beautiful home life. And the writers are constantly like pitching that, like, you know, that Christy Brinkley leaves Jerry. Like, no.
A doctor on TV say that Jerry has the biggest
Outside of the office, he's got the best. Everything goes perfectly. That's the only way I can like emotionally cope with what we do.
Because Ben can't handle it either.
Yeah.
He's always stunned by it.
Now, Nick, you did full frontal on Deadwood. I just want to say that. Ben? I've hung out with you, I've spoken to you, friends have told me that, you know, yes, you play this character Ron Swanson, and yet in real life, you have a wood shop where you are building a boat, or have built a boat, and do they not, am I wrong, they film Ron Swanson's wood shop in your wood shop. That's your wood shop.
That is correct.
I'm just asking, did they know all this about you before they cast you, and that was in the script, or when they found out, they're like, we're writing all this into his character?
Well, the wood shop in particular, when we were starting the show and they were kind of getting to know us all, I kept saying, hang on, I got to turn off the table saw. And eventually they said, what is this table saw? I said, I'm at my wood shop. I build furniture and canoes and whatnot. And soon thereafter, the writers came over in a bus. They said, we want to see this wood shop, and they looked around and said, you, sir, are a nerd. We would like
you were the nerd. You were the nerd when the writing staff came to your wood shop. For God's sake. This 12 allergy-ridden basement. You were the nerd.
They said they could maybe milk some comedy out of my nerd hobby.
There's many things on the show that Nick actually made in when the beautiful episode recently where Anne and Chris leave those boxes. We gave Nick made them and gave them to Rashida.
And burned our initials.
And burned our initials in them. And for a wrap gift just this year, we all got Pawnee baseball bats.
Now that shit's going on eBay.
At some point in like season 3 of the show, we had a crazy idea, maybe season 2, that Ron Swanson moonlit as a jazz musician. So this really tickled us, and I'm sorry. I called Nick and I was like, hey, I just want to tell you, we have this crazy episode idea where you are secretly, unbeknownst to anyone, a jazz musician named Duke Silver, and Nick's response was, perfect, I played the saxophone.
Which, when they said that I was going to have a huge penis, I said, perfect.